What's up,
There we
guys?
go. Hey.
We are live, 1 minute early at that.
All right.
Yeah, it's a record for us. You're not in the picture very well. Now you
We
are.
just gotta cut a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you know what? I noticed like watching it later and stuff like that. It's actually showing more to people than what we're actually seeing.
Okay.
So I think we're okay.
Maybe that makes sense then.
Yeah.
We're gonna go and get ready to kind of watch this, and
Yeah.
we're making a big change here. I'm gonna watch the chat this time, so I can actually see it, as opposed to begging Bill to tell me what you guys said. My blind butt.
He's lying. He just doesn't care what you guys have to say.
All right, guys. So no spoilers on the Sixers. The Sixers are playing now. I don't care about the score, but Markelle Fultz is playing for the first time, and I want to watch it and see it happen. So talking now.
All right. So we're gonna talk about the lack of maps first.
Yeah, this is a big week. So a couple days ago, maps all started going down, and this loses the ability to scan for Pokemon, and it loses the ability to find rates.
Yeah.
So it really is a big deal.
So pretty much everything I do in the game is
Yeah.
much harder now.
Yeah. So I think so for those who don't know the reason behind it, essentially there's something called the API that's accessed by people, and it's blocked in a certain way. And a company called Bossland was selling hashing, so they were able to go through and get into it, right? When Niantic went to the Facebook login, it changed that.
Yeah.
So whether they did it on purpose or not is up for debate. My honest theory is they did not kill maps on purpose.
Probably not.
I think they killed it by accident without realizing it.
Yeah, it's just a security update
Yeah.
and everything like that. So it's gonna make the way you have to access things a lot different.
So essentially, Bossland's on it now, and they're trying to get together and break this code so they can get in. They said anywhere from 3 days to 3 months was their initial estimate. I've heard through the grapevine about 3 weeks as like a number or as like a thing. Who knows how true any of it is? I guess if someone finds something, then all of a
Then
sudden
they can get in
yeah,
faster. Yeah,
it
it's
goes
all
faster.
speculation. I mean,
It-
it could
it
be
is.
even longer.
Yeah.
You don't know.
It really
So,
could be. So it opens up a lot of questions. I mean, obviously, like, did Niantic do it on purpose? It's a huge one. Is Niantic going to roll something back so they can come in? They can't because Bulbasaur has the move. I mean,
Yeah.
they can't roll back the version, so that's not an option. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the like stuff being said, like a lot of the city players, they don't really care that much.
Yeah.
Not everybody plays in the city.
Now, when you can open your phone and see 9 raids and you're nearby, it's different than us who,
Yeah.
from my house, I can't see any.
I see one, but
Yeah.
it's one that nobody really goes to because there's no parking. It's
Right. Right.
it's not an easy one to get to, and we definitely don't have as many players centralized like you do in big cities and
Right.
things like that as well. So people do have to travel to the different raids, and it's making like the decline in raids is crazy.
So we monitor a Discord. Bill's a moderator on it, and I kind of look and see what's going on. And there is a substantial drop in raids in the last 2 days.
Yeah, I'm in two different like discords, and both of them are just
Off the cliff.
Yeah,
So I think it's going to hit their bottom line, and it's not like a protest thing. It's a matter of if we can't find raids, we can't find raids.
yeah,
So me right now, like all I want to do is Jolteon and Jinx.
yeah,
I'm trying to get good times in those, and I can't find them.
yeah,
And I found a few today. I got lucky, but it's to the point where I'm telling like 15 people, like, hey, if you see one, text me.
yeah. I mean, I've seen other like YouTubers and everything say, "Oh, well, we did this many" and things like that. Not everybody can afford to drive around and like spend that gas money just to drive around and maybe find a raid. Like it's just not. It's a convenience thing. Like we want to play the game, but we can't break the bank.
Well, even those
just for that.
those big raid groups were doing like 120 not too long ago, and now they're doing substantially less because, like, when you're doing one of those raid trains, seeing the map, I've been the leader of quite a few of
And
those.
setting them up where you're going and things like that.
Because otherwise, we were doing one the other day. I think it was Saturday, and we missed two.
Yeah.
Because we just didn't know exactly when they ended, and you're going off word of mouth.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you get there, and it's been over for a few minutes. EX locations is just a wash for me now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're all I'm 15 minutes away from most of them. So, it's a frustrating thing. I could live with that spawn maps. Like,
I like chasing the hundreds though. It's exciting.
Yeah,
and
no.
like especially the unknowns and things like that.
I get. It's frustrating. Hopefully they do something. I don't understand how they don't just make a raid map.
Why don't they have one of their own already?
I mean, it should be free, but they could charge for it, and I'd pay in a second.
I think most people would pay for it.
Yeah.
Even then, even if only a couple people paid for it in the Discord, those people can just post the raids and things like that. So,
but I mean, you have so many maps that charge. We're, in the Philly area, we're lucky to have a free one, very lucky. But there's a lot of maps where people are charging, and if they're paying $10-15 a month to these map makers, we pay it to Niantic in a second. Just give us what we want, And
I don't think it hurts the game either, though.
I don't think so either.
No.
I don't think so either. I mean, we're not really competing with each other anyway, so it's not like it matters if someone. Well, yeah, but I guess I could see it being an issue with PvP. But you're not stopping spoofers.
Yeah.
But let's be clear, like all the maps are down, but people are still spoofing.
Yeah.
So
the bots are still out there,
Yeah.
and, like knocking gyms down, and
which is why I don't think it was a conscious decision. I think they messed up.
I think you're right.
So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see what the coming days look like and if they come up with something.
Yeah, I mean, if they have a map of their own, that's a fine solution for me.
Well, getting back to what I was trying to say, they and people like, oh, Niantic does everything for money, and they really don't.
No.
Because if they ended raids at like 8:30 or 9:30 instead, they'd make so much more.
Yes.
If they put out a map, they'd make so much more.
Mm-hmm.
So they have some of this conscious decision, like play the game the way we want you to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. One of the guys in our forum, Jay Malix, posted a quote from Mark Rosewater, designer of Magic the Gathering, who's like, if people aren't playing the game the way you want them to play, you design the wrong game. Yeah. And that really applies here, and that was a really good analogy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I think at the very least, raid maps in the suburbs are a must, and I really think that without them, they're going to suffer a lot. And we as players, like, it's not going to be as easy to be as motivated.
No, I mean, I've already lost a little motivation. I mean, I'm still out there playing, but I mean, especially since I got my shiny Lugia now, so yeah, kind of.
I mean, for me, it falls at a good time to start Stardust week. Yeah. So it's really I'm gonna hit Cash Cap this week, and I want to do those 2 or 3 solos, but I don't care about Lugia at all.
Yeah. The only reason I care about doing the Lugia raids is to get the rare candy now. Yeah. That's literally the only reason.
That's exactly right. Rare candy is amazing. Yep. That could be a whole video by itself.
On Lugia.
No. So I maxed a Lugia a long time ago, and it was one of the biggest rare candy mistakes of my life.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, it was really good in that 36 unique challenge.
Yeah, it was a great anchor for.
Wrecked Gengar in that challenge.
Oh, the Gengar.
Yeah, it was really good. So that it was worth it for that. 250 get dust. And, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Did you have fun on Community Day?
I did. I really did. So we went to Bill went to a different place than me, so he'll tell his story in a second. We went to a park that was a Bulbasaur nest. And it was awesome. There were so many more spawns than the other ones we've been to. I felt like at any given point we were either catching a Bulbasaur or going to a stop that had a Bulbasaur at it. And they were everywhere. I don't really know how many I caught. I didn't keep track like I did last time.
Yeah, I didn't keep track of it.
People around me caught between 140 and 160, which for walking is quite good, And we weren't during Dratini Day. We were trucking and really grinding and going crazy, and it wasn't like that. It was we were working hard, but it was more casual than it was. Like we did raids at the thing. We didn't do that during Dratini. So I loved it. I thought the fact that they made them easier to catch was really great. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was good. But yeah, I think I only had one flea on me the entire time.
Yeah, I had one.
Yeah.
I caught a few on Go Plus, which was unexpected.
Yeah, I was actually, I was shiny checking. So if it wasn't a shiny, I just hit the
Go Plus? Yeah. I got 4 shinies on my real account, and I only played that one about 99 minutes. Yeah. So I think I would have gotten more had I played longer. Maybe I would have gotten less. One of the baby accounts, the one I played in Vegas, I opened it up. Within 2 minutes, I got 2 shinies in a row.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wound up with 3. Yeah. Well, I had 4. Yeah. I took an AR photo. The game crashed. Opened it back up, clicked the same Bulbasaur, and it wasn't shiny anymore.
That's weird.
It's bad coding.
And it wasn't even the end of the clock, so we know there's an issue at the end of the clock.
There was an hour left in the day, for it. It was 4 o'clock or a little after 4 o'clock. Yeah. So it had nothing to do with that. But luckily I had my 3 already, because I really just wanted 3. So I didn't care that much. But I have an AR photo of that 4th one. Yes. But then I transferred the Bulbasaur so fast. I was so mad. I didn't even IV check it. I was so mad.
We didn't get any good IVs. I mean...
actually, somebody from the Northeast group got a 96% shiny.
So, oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, in our group, I don't think there was one over 89. Wow. Maybe 87 was the highest. And even that one was pretty low CP.
Yeah, well, the part that I started out with was just garbage.
Yeah, why was that?
It's just there were no spawns. Yeah. The Caterpies were there, the Pidgeys were there, and everything like that. But there was
no Bulbas.
5 Bulbas. People that were looping it in their cars were getting more because they're hitting the stops faster. They had incense running, so they're getting more spawns off their incense by doing that. But it was garbage, and it was pretty much a unanimous decision to go somewhere else. Yeah. Some people just decided to drive around. most of us went to the other local park as part of the Bucks.
Right.
Part of the Bucks, my group went, not the bigger part, but
Right.
we went there, and even that park wasn't great for it. There was like a certain like if you did like a half loop around the park, you would get a decent amount.
Right.
But it wasn't great. But
the next thing was cool because at the end of the event there were still bubbles.
still bulbas, yeah.
Yeah, they all had the red circle all of a sudden. Like amazing how fast that changed.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I would recommend that in the future if you get the opportunity to do community day at a nest.
Yeah, go to
that
the
matches the spawn. Do
Definitely.
it. I mean,
yeah.
it's great. We both know that if you drive around, you're gonna get much more.
Yeah,
You can just go
absolutely.
to like Walmart parking lots and do way better. But I think community day is really about community.
Yeah.
This was the best one. Probably gonna have to deal with you. No, I'm just kidding.
I still think Dratini Day was better.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I had
I do.
so much fun. I think
Yeah.
the fact that like we did a couple rates, you know,
Yeah.
I think we did 3, and you know, we were walking a little slower, and it was during Dratini Day, I got in a loop with my son, and we just like grinded
Yeah.
the entire time. And we were in a big group, walking together, laughing, making fun of each
Yeah.
other, cheering when people got shinies, and making fun of those who didn't have them yet nicely.
Yeah.
Like fun razzing, not mean. I feel like almost everyone got one. I can think of 1 or 2 people who didn't get a shiny.
I think I only heard of one person that didn't get one.
Yeah.
where I
Stinks.
was.
It really
Yeah.
stinks.
I would have cried.
Yeah,
His ball was my
absolutely.
favorite. I literally would have been in tears if I didn't get a shiny.
When
Balls.
did you evolve your Venusaurs?
Immediately.
Immediately.
That was the first thing I did, so I didn't have to think about it.
So I read in Taiwan some people didn't get Frenzy Plant when they evolved.
Really?
Yeah, and that happened with the last Zucchini event too. Same deal. So I waited 15 minutes. But then I
Wait,
got mine.
when I say immediately, like it, because we did a raid at first,
Okay,
so
cool.
we did that, and then we walked to another raid. So then after we were done that other raid, that's when I evolved them. So it was probably 20 minutes
Okay,
into
cool.
it. Though.
Perfect. Yeah.
But yeah, I have 4 Venusaurs with Frenzy Plant, 1 maxed already.
So for those who haven't seen all the simulators and such, the exact window is known for damage, and it seems like Venusaur is going to be the best grass attacker.
That's awesome.
We did a Golem video a few minutes ago that'll be out very soon, and it's simulating way better than anything else for Golem. So
Which is exciting.
Very exciting. I love Venusaur.
Yeah, me too.
So if you have those hundreds that you evolved, or big ones that you got, putting dust in them seems like a good
It's worth
decision.
it. Yeah.
And not only that, I mean, we're finding that the limiting resource in Pokemon Go right now is rare candy.
Yeah.
It's not dust anymore, it's rare candy. So we think that putting dust into things like, Machop or Bulbasaur. No, I was saying the lower evolution.
On purpose?
Not at all. I said Bulbasaur after I said Machop, just to make it look like I was. He caught me. So, but we think that putting dust into those things is such a decent investment because you're not using the rare candy, you know. But when you get that rare candy, you've got to use it on those legendaries.
You have to.
Got to. During Community Day, I saw a lot of people quick catching. I know this exploit existed, but I don't know how to do it. Like I know how to do it.
I know the idea behind it as well.
I haven't actually tried it. I think I'm gonna try it probably as early as tomorrow, to see what it's like. They were really like we'd get to a cluster of like 4 Bulba, and I'd be on the second one, and they'd be done. And already going, and it really sped things up.
I mean, maybe I'll try it. I've also seen what it does if you mess up,
Yeah,
and then it gets stuck, and then you got to close your game and everything like that.
Yeah,
I hate closing the game and then reconnecting. It's just
Plus.
annoying. So it's one of those things I'm not 100% sure. Like maybe if I was like, specifically trying to grind for something, maybe I'd try and learn it. But
I mean, it's really good for the shiny thing.
Yeah,
because you can get through everything really fast.
I mean, I just shiny check anyway. I don't care
Same-
about
same-
catching. So at the same time,
Yeah.
it's almost just as fast.
But I mean, the 2 guys I was with who were doing it were like, yeah, we don't even use Gacha anymore. Gacha's too slow.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna give it a try, and I'll give you guys a review in next live stream of what I thought of it.
Until they get into an accident when they're using the quick catch while they're driving.
Oh, I assume while they're driving, they're gonna use the Gacha.
I'm kidding.
Then there's me who plays while drive anyway.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, he doesn't. Don't play and drive. The game says so.
No, it does.
You're a passenger.
I'm always a passenger. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a try and see what I think of it.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll report back.
Yeah, definitely let me know, and you might have to teach me.
I haven't met anyone who's tried it who says I don't like it. It feels like a lot of people like us who are saying, I don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people saying, I've tried it and I don't think it's good.
Yeah. Nobody.
Yeah.
I haven't met one person that said that.
So I think we maybe we'll see. We'll see how it's going. The other exploit we never talked about is the time change exploit. So the way this works is it's great if you're in the US, for example. After you use your daily pass, you can change your time to Australia time, and then spin a stop, and you get your free pass for the next day. Have you tried that one?
No, because I pretty much use a pass every day.
Yeah,
so it doesn't affect me.
You don't gain anything.
I'll never use it.
Where I think it's nice is Sunday. So a lot of people can't raid it Monday and Tuesday, but they can do 3 on Sunday, for example. So they kind of you borrow your pass for the next day. So there's some value there.
I just want to go to Australia.
That'd be much better. Get that Kangaskhan too.
Yeah.
I just, in general, want to go screw Pokemon.
Absolutely.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I haven't done it. I don't know if I ever will. I guess people who use it, who like the Sunday Raiders, for example,
I mean,
it's pretty cool.
I mean, it's definitely good for the people that know they're not going to be able to raid the next day, and then they can use 2 in that same day. Like, that's great for them.
You know, it also accelerates your streak too. So, I mean, there's people who are doing exploits with lucky eggs and such, where they, you know, will hit multiple lucky day streaks, which frankly isn't that much more experience for the effort.
No.
I don't know.
I just like getting my experience naturally too. Anyway, though, I like my goals for myself is to usually hit a point before double XP events happen. Anyway,
yeah, exactly.
Like I like getting the double XP events and getting more XP during them, but I like to get it before those types of things.
Yeah. Bill's the one who got 40 like an hour before double XP started. So,
it was a new goal. You know, I was going to beat my end of the year goal by a lot. So.
No, it's so yeah, the time change thing, I just wanted you guys all know about it. It's not something that I have done, and I don't know that I ever will.
Yeah, I know a few people that have, and it's worked for them.
Yeah,
so
I don't think it's like outwardly cheating. I mean, it's obviously against terms of service and
Absolutely.
yada yada yada. But I wouldn't report you to Niantic if you told me you did it. So
you're still raiding, so
exactly.
And then, like, if you were able to raid the next day, you have to use a pass because
exactly.
You used your free one.
You're getting 7 free passes a week,
no matter what.
Yeah. So, and I think Niantic wins when you're out raiding because then you're more likely to want to get stuff in the future.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so. Since we saw you guys last, there's been 2 EX waves.
Ooh. How many passes did you get?
None.
Me either.
Oh, that's a lie. So I was in Vegas doing the challenge
of
the 1 to whatever in one day, and that account hit a gym. And the guy said, "You're gonna get an EX right here."
Yep.
And I'm like, I won't. Said, no, you're definitely going to. And then I did. So it was pretty funny.
That is funny.
But so that account had an EX rate in Vegas, which it did not make it to. I was not going back to Vegas, unfortunately, because wifey won't let me. Nothing to do with anything else. Yeah. So.
But yeah, I didn't get one.
Yeah, either time. So you rated at gyms.
I've rated at least 5 different eligible gyms each time, and a bunch of them gave out passes, and I didn't get them.
Yeah.
So rating at your gold gyms doesn't mean anything.
I mean, you could just be missing. Nice. You could be like the me of shinies, where I'm unlikely to get a shiny in the wild.
But I know for a fact, like, I rate a lot more than some of the people that are getting passes.
Oh yeah.
So that whole raid more, you'll get passes. It's all BS.
Not always true.
Don't just raid at your leisure. I'm over it.
I'm so thirsty today.
Yeah. He is thirsty.
I still think that rating more is helpful. I mean, that's what the math showed at least. More locations, not more times more locations. I think that I'm well past the point now where I'm using passes on anything.
Yeah, I mean, like,
we did the one day, but I had 2 free passes to use, so it was like.
I mean, I was mad I didn't get a pass because I like doing them. They're fun, you know. Yeah. It's exclusive. You get to go and like do it with like some people that don't have them, and things like that. But I have 6 Mewtwo's now. 2 of them are maxed, so I care a lot less than what I did before.
You know, I really had trouble with being away during my Mewtwo raids.
Yeah.
So I had one that I skipped, one that I couldn't go to, and I got a pass for, and one that Michelle did for me. And I want to do my Mewtwo raids. So I'd like to get one more to do one more.
Yeah.
Especially now that I have a few Mewtwo to actually like do a good time or whatnot. But
well, I mean, who knows too with the new quests?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going to happen? Like,
we're getting a quest soon.
Yeah, is it going to change the
EX stuff?
The EX stuff? Is it going to be a different Pokemon now? Who knows?
I
don't think it's going to.
No, I think Mewtwo's going to stay as Mewtwo the way it is. I think they've committed to it, and they're going to.
I think they're going to have to make a major announcement before they would make a change to that.
Well, I think they should, but it doesn't mean they will.
I think they will.
As far as EX stuff, it looks like the pattern is going to be 2 days before the wave passes are going to go out. That didn't happen this week, but don't forget it was a holiday that passes would have fallen on, so things were a little bit off. So I would say in general, in the 48 hours before the next pass comes out, try to hit your gyms if you really want to hunt for a pass. Maximize locations. What we're seeing is that good locations are not always getting passes anymore.
Yeah. So
the ones that were in the past getting it consistently don't get it even if we trigger it enough to go. So it seems like the the odds of getting a pass once you're in the raid that triggers it is excellent.
Yes.
And that's your bill. The odds of triggering it seem much less good than it was before.
And there definitely was some newer gyms too that weren't X
Yeah.
gyms, like, you know, known X gyms
Yeah.
before and things like that. So that's always cool. I mean, I'm good with them expanding where the X raids are and everything like that.
I think part
that's
of
a neat idea.
I think part of it is us hitting them too. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I think some of those gyms were just untouched.
Yeah.
And it's getting warmer now. We're going a little bit further than we normally go.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it as well. And a couple of them are ones that I always mark down as this one could be an EX gym.
Yeah.
But it just hasn't gone yet.
Yeah.
And then it's on my
And then
mind.
they wind up coming.
That one park by our house by my house that I always talk about finally had a pass last Friday. So that was good.
Yeah.
I was happy about that. I didn't get it obviously.
Me either.
The 2 weeks ago, so the wave for the 23rd, I hit one location, and that was the same location my baby got a pass for. I didn't get a pass for that. And then in this current one, I hit one location and didn't get a pass.
Yeah. So when are we thinking passes are gonna come out?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Not a guarantee, just a guess.
Yeah. A guess. I don't even know how many X locations I've done recently.
I've done none since the last pass.
Yeah, I don't know that I have either.
Yeah.
But I don't know that necessarily matters either, because some
don't know
people,
how far back it
yeah,
looks.
because I think they are going back a little bit further than people realize as well.
We
too,
knew
so.
at least one point it was going back at least 10 days.
Yeah.
So it's possible it's even more than that at this point, or less. We don't. It's not happening enough to get good enough data.
Well, the two that we did at those two parks with the low level raids that we did,
Yeah.
neither of them have passes. So
No, which is
maybe,
odd. 'Cause they were both.
So
more
maybe we'll get
consistent.
one from one of those.
Well, then we had one park that's picture perfect, right?
Mhm.
It's this nice park with 3 separate gyms, and the S12 cell cuts right in the middle of it, which is great, or level 12 cell, because that means the level 13 cell also cuts right in between. So these have one gym by itself and 2 gyms together. The first weekend we found it, which was the last regular wave, we hit it, everyone was thrilled, it was great, we got a gold mine. And it didn't go off again at all. But it finally hit this week.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is the volume hasn't changed. People have been pounding that one
Yeah.
nonstop. It's a good location where it's between a couple different Discords, like a Discord and a Facebook group.
Yeah.
So it really gets high volume, and we don't understand what's making it go versus not go.
I just think they're just making it a lot more random. I think that
Yeah,
I think because we had it figured out, not us, but like the players in general.
not taking credit
had
because
it
I had it figured out.
but
Not really, yes.
But I think they saw that, and that's not what they wanted. So I just think they're just making it random on purpose.
Yeah.
Like which parks get it, how many, and things like that.
Yeah, I think that like clearly lessened the odds of an invite.
Do you watch South Park?
Not for a long time.
No.
World of Warcraft
Have you-
episode was the last one I watched.
That's my favorite episode.
That is the
of all
best
time,
episode,
actually.
yes.
But did you ever see the episode where it's like they had the manatees like swimming around that pick things?
No.
It reminds me of that episode. Like that's Niantic Labs.
Well, there's a reference you get if you get
If
the
you watch
reference.
South Park, I like South Park.
We have no comments in the chat, which is odd because
Yeah.
there's more of you watching than usual. So if any of you want to chat, we're happy with that. If you don't want to chat, we're happy with that
Don't
too.
talk to us.
We like talking.
I don't want to talk
But
to you.
if you're unable to chat for some reason, if you're unable to chat, hit us up on Discord and tell us like we can't chat.
Yeah, you should be able to. I actually checked and made sure the chat feature was on.
Yeah,
so.
no, just odd because usually people talk
Yeah.
to us.
Oh, there you go.
Hey!
Hi.
Oh, here it comes.
Hi, let me think of a swell question. There we go.
Good.
All right, so
the
people
chat
are
is
here.
working. Everyone was too impressed with what we
Yeah.
were saying to make it to ask questions.
His head's getting big, guys. Don't let that happen.
No, not at all. So yeah, as far as EX passes go, I would like at least one more. I have one good Mewtwo. I've had one run that was really good too as well, so I'd like to get one more good Mewtwo. My wife gets passes like she sneezes and get a pass. So she's sneezing
just
over
sneezed.
there. Yeah. So the
Passes
pass
are
is probably
coming
just
out.
going out. Yeah. Oh, it was hilarious. Saturday we're driving, right?
Yeah.
And I look at my account at like 150. I'm like, I'm gonna forget a pass.
Yeah.
And no. And she looks at her account like a half second later. Oh, look what I got! I'm like, oh, are you kidding me again? Do you have 8 now? Yeah,
8?
This is gonna be her 8th invite,
That's awesome.
which is not the most on our Discord
No,
either.
no, definitely not.
It's still.
Yeah, I have my one really good one. I have my 13, 13, 13. I did get
Yeah.
a 14, 13, 13 the last one. So if I mean, that would be the one.
Yeah,
that
I have a
would
14
max
as well. 14,
if-
I'm gonna max also.
Yeah.
I maxed at 82. Like they're really good.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter.
I just don't. I mean, I want to finish my Kyogre and my other Groudon first anyway.
Let's
but-
take a break from our schedule. Talk about the Kevin 7.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
Because you messed it up in the video that we just shot, so let's see if you get it right this time.
Exactly. All right, guys. So this is a concept I've been preaching on Discord, but I haven't talked about it specifically in this way on the live streams. So there are 7 Pokemon I feel are worth pumping up. So we're calling it the Kevin 7. So it's 2 non-legendaries, which are Machamp and Tyranitar.
Mhm.
And then it is Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Mewtwo, and Raikou.
Yes.
Is that 7?
Yes.
That's good.
Is that my car alarm going on?
Is it your car alarm?
I don't know. Hopefully not.
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
If he leaves, I get to talk nonstop while he does the car alarm. It's going to be awesome.
Sorry, I apologize in advance, guys.
So basically, those 7 Pokemon are really good, you know, and those are the 7 you got to be maxing. I've said this 100 times. Everyone who plays should be focusing getting 6 max Machamp because it helps you in gyms, it helps you in raids. If the Regis trio comes out, it's essential for the Regis trio. But I think that they're so good.
So now, what about for the people that weren't playing at the time Raikou was out? What do you recommend for that?
You can do a Jolteon,
Mm-hmm.
or you can wait.
Yeah.
Because I think they're coming back.
They have to come back.
Well, I mean, the fact that Zapdos came back makes me think that we didn't even talk about Community Day shinies and stuff, did we? I don't know.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So the question was, how many shinies did we all catch? Really wish TMs worked during Community Day. Or the Pokemon that were caught.
4 shinies.
Yeah, I got
90 minutes then.
I got 3, and then a 4th one that my game errored, and then when I clicked it again, it wasn't shiny anymore. But
so I am Mr. Terms and Service violation this week. I've been playing multiple accounts, so I actually caught 13 shinies, but it was no more than 4 in any single account. So do the math; it's a lot of accounts.
Yeah, I think the TM thing.
8 is amazing. Nice job.
That's 6, but
6 is less good, but nice job regardless.
But the TMs thing, it would be kind of cool because there are definitely people that had like 100 Venusaurs that want Frenzy Plant and they're not able to get it. So I get that,
nice job.
But I like the fact that they at least let us know that they're not going to work.
I'm glad they let us know. My wife and kids couldn't be there for Community Day, so they had to make sure. We actually went to a nest on Saturday to get enough candy so they could just evolve first thing.
Yeah.
And that was a hassle. It'd be really nice if they could have just TM'd one of their other Venusaurs, you know?
I think the reason for it is because it's an exclusive move.
Yeah.
It's put into the game as an old move.
Right.
So that's why.
And I think that they want it to be special and important.
Absolutely.
Like I think they really want to make it important. So I wish you could TM it, but
I understand.
We got to go with the rules that are there.
Yeah.
So back to the Kevin 7.
Yeah.
There's an 8th. It's Gengar with Shadow Claw. If you have a Shadow Claw Gengar and you haven't maxed it yet,
We're both very jealous.
if I ever see your phone, I will max it while you're not looking. It's that good. Here's Baby Cat.
Hi, Baby Cat.
But yeah,
Hi, Baby Cat.
in general, I see a lot of people using rare candy. We talked about Anorith earlier today. Save that rare candy for the legendaries. It's really important that you use it there. I walk legendaries. We've been over this before. They're that good. That's where your candy needs to be going. And when you're only using candy that way, you get some kind of dust freedom. So you can, go nuts on the Machamp and go nuts on the Tyranitar because you have that option.
Yeah, I'm still walking my Machamp right now just to
scratch my nose off screen.
Were you actually on screen? See the difference though?
It's delayed.
Wait.
I don't know. Who knows?
We'll never know.
I mean,
No, I'm kidding.
we'll have to watch the live stream, which we don't ever do. I went to Vegas last week, and I'm going to do a short recap. So the goal of the trip was to have fun, which I succeeded in greatly. The goal was to not lose a lot of money, which I succeeded in greatly.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I made money.
Did you pay for your trip?
I paid for the whole trip.
That's awesome.
Just by winning.
Yeah.
And I had a terrible, terrible sports betting day when I was there, and I still overcame that. Yo, my one friend is crazy. Every time he puts money in a slot machine, he either loses $200 or wins like $1,000. Being next to him is the craziest roller coaster. No, Lugia is not worth
Lugia is
it.
definitely not worth it.
Don't waste dust. I haven't maxed one. I never use it.
Gardevoir is great.
Yeah.
Alakazam's. I don't even use my Mewtwo's anymore. Like, I'm not going for speed times because I know I'm not going to beat certain people on that.
Right.
So I've been using 200 Alakazams. I have been using my one Mewtwo, but I don't even change it to Confusion. I keep it on Shadow Ball.
I mean, we
I have an Espeon.
We did Machamp with level 30s months ago.
Yeah,
I mean, before Gardevoir existed.
Watch it. But Gardevoir, though, is definitely, it's a hard hitter.
Yeah, and if it's cloudy, it's great.
Yeah.
Because it resists double and then it smashes it, too.
Yeah, definitely don't waste anything on Lugia.
It was really a mistake of mine.
Taylor.
All right, so back to Vegas as Baby Cat.
All right, Baby Cat.
So my one friend, he was up and down like so much money throughout the course of the trip. It was hilarious. But as we're leaving, he get a $2,500 jackpot, which was great, you know.
That's amazing.
It was like a horse racing game, and my one friend bet like all the right horses, and like the horses actually move around the slot machine. It's really cool.
Baby Cat's using tail whip again.
Special attack.
Yeah. All right, Baby Cat, I'm gonna put you down on the floor because you're whacking me in the face.
So
Bye.
watching him win money is hilarious. The other highlight, well, a 16 seed beat a 1 seed in the tournament. So being at the casinos while that happened was amazing.
Yeah,
Everyone
everybody cheering. And
oh my god,
nuts.
it was like alive. It was great. Vegas for Pokemon is a really interesting thing.
Yeah.
Everyone there uses Aggron all the time. I hate Aggron so much.
No, you don't. You love it because you get the bonus balls, though.
Yes and no. When you're
Well, with the bigger group,
well,
yes.
I had a baby account and I was trying to speed raid, and we're doing these raids, and they're like, "Oh, we have 7 people. It's not enough." It was Rayquaza.
Like what?
Yeah.
Oh god.
But they all use Aggron, so it's slower than anything, and it's like your lucky eggs you can never triple, and Baby Cat's getting in this video whether we want her to or not. They're really, really nice people. I was really happy. A few times I showed up a little late to a raid, and they're like backed out in one case.
That's great.
Or like,
I've definitely been in places where people don't back
no,
out for
exactly. You
either,
never know what the culture's going to be.
That's really nice.
They were really friendly. I asked a lot of questions about the area, and they were really good answers and everything. The community there seems excellent.
Good.
I found a park that was extravagant.
Yeah.
I mean, this was one of the best pogo parks I've ever seen. It's just gorgeous park, really good spawns. It was a shuckle nest, unfortunately, which is so bad when you're grinding XP. Oh, it was terrible.
Pretty brutal.
You can't catch them, and they can't evolve.
It's like our 1 to 25 video where it was
it's
the stupid giraffe.
Giraffe. It's literally the exact same thing.
Aggron was always showing up on recommended, but the thing is, recommended is good. It's they give you defensive Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it's good to last against Rayquaza and things like that. But if you're going for damage and you're trying to knock it down faster, it's not good. Yeah. So
Bill made a decent point about how, like, if you're in a room and everyone else is using Aggron and you're not, you're going to get more damage balls. But I think we want to move past it as a community. We want to use better things.
It's not that hard to find out what's good thing. Just
watch your videos. We talk about it.
Watch us.
Yeah.
We will tell you. But also just Google it.
Yeah, Pokebattler.
There's so many different things.
Go Sam, like anything.
Yeah, the Game Press one. That's the
Go Battle Sam.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
It is. I love it.
But I mean, just anything. Even if you're not using the simulators, just search the Pokemon. Yeah. Pokemon Go. Usually on Game Press, they'll have the raid guides. Yeah. They'll tell you what the counters are.
There's always all those cute little graphics everyone makes.
Yeah. So just stop using Aggron. Stop using the recommended groups.
Yeah.
They're defensive groups.
We made fun of everyone last summer for using Blissey. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
We could be doing raids so much quicker with less people and such if we were using better things than Aggron. I don't own Aggron. I deleted all mine just because I don't want to see it auto-selected.
Yeah.
And I know you can't do that, Mr. Living Dex, but it makes it better. So I really think
the nice thing is I only have one Aggron though.
Oh, so one can select one.
Yeah.
Well, it's tough when you're doing short man and you re-enter.
Yeah.
And it re-enters you with Aggron. Like a lot of these raids you have to have multiple lineups.
Well, that's what I actually set my lineups.
Yeah,
I figured out a good way to do it too. So like when the latest one that you set is going to be the first one that shows up. So do the one that you're going to go with first, then do your second lineup second. That way, it's at the beginning of the raid, you know, and then when you have to re-enter, you only have to swipe once, go back in. You're good.
Really good advice. Really good advice.
Got to think it all through.
Yeah. So that's my New Year's resolution for you guys. Stop using Aggron.
Yes.
Start using anything else besides Aggron.
Just stop using your recommended lineups.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and
recommended lineups are great because you can figure out what moveset the boss has.
That's the only thing it's good for.
It's really good for that. And after that, it's really a matter of having your own set teams.
Yeah.
And,
do you guys set up parties? Absolutely. I have.
Oh yeah, I have 5 parties all the time.
I actually only have 4 right now.
Okay.
Because I've been messing around with them a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
I had separate ones. I just have like a fighting one now. I have one set up
for Fight Me. I like it.
Yeah, I actually have one set up for Lugia.
I have 2 for Lugia.
I have one set up for gyms.
I don't do gyms anymore.
Yeah.
This isn't interesting. Let's read the comment, then I'll talk about my rant.
Do you do it based on what you're running for the day, or do you just have them by type?
Based on what the bosses that are available.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So right now, I'm really focused on Jinx and the other one, Jolteon.
Yeah.
So I have lineups for each of those. I'm always focused on Machamp or Tyranitar. Yeah. So I have a fighting lineup always ready to go. And then Lugia is the main boss, so I have a Lugia starting lineup and a Lugia re-enter lineup.
I actually have a V2 one set up as well too.
Okay, cool.
Just because we were getting them, decent amount. Did you guys talk about your thoughts on
No,
that?
we're gonna end, we're gonna end with quests.
Yeah, we're gonna end with quests.
We're excited about quests. Quests are great. So getting back to the way I've been playing, I've stopped battling gyms.
Yeah.
I won't. I mean, it's not like a moral opposition. It's just that I have a limited amount of time to play.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather catch or whatever in that
Yeah.
raid. Like I've not gotten coins 2 days in the last 10.
Wow.
No, I had never
That's
not.
unheard of.
I had never not
You
gotten
lost
max coins.
You lost $1?
Yeah, but I mean, it's more the principle. No, yeah, it's
so.
but that's exactly what I thought. Is just like between the time it takes and everything. Like it's a waste of time to drive there and take a gym just so I can get coins. Maybe.
I like doing the gyms. I'm still trying to up my gold gym count though, so that's why I still do them.
I stopped.
I play with a group of people that just love doing gyms and stuff like that too, and it's fun when you have a group of 4 people and you're moving through gyms pretty quick and everything too. So
it's also cool how we can play the game totally differently.
Yeah,
and there's no like right or wrong way to play.
Exactly.
So for me, like I've just I don't have a gym party anymore.
Yeah.
I don't need to because I never touched it.
I mean,
if I do, I would just run Six Champ anyway.
I just still use my Mewtwo. I got over 5,000 battles.
His Mewtwo's awesome.
Yeah,
it's focus blast.
That's sweet.
So
you gonna do a video for Vegas?
Yeah. So the challenge was 1 to 30 in one day,
Mm-hmm.
or 1 to 32 in one day was the actual challenge. 24 hours, 3 million experience. I got 2/3 of the way there, which was level 30, and I got there in 16 hours.
That's awesome.
So essentially, what happened was I found a loop that I could do. I probably could have finished it in about 7.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably would have beaten the time. It was going down to the strip, refilling in the strip, and then there's a outlet mall, which was the biggest set of clusters I've ever seen in my entire life. It was like, and it was cool stuff too. You could go in, it would be like Geodudes and like Hitmons and like Blissey and like
instead of like Pidgey and Rats and.
Well, I mean, you wanted the Pidgeys and Rats and trying to grind experience. So
yeah, but
it's like I don't want another Hitman.
But that's what's here though.
It was. It's like I could have done it, but I was driving really poorly at that point, and I was like, I don't like to do a challenge is not safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna make a video of 1 to 30. It's neat, it's fun, it's not what I wanted. So even though it's a success, it's a failure in my mind. So, but I'll still make a video about it.
Cool.
Vegas is different. I mean, it's a desert biome almost everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys watched the Charizard video we did earlier in the week. But that was the Friday where Charizard rotated out and Lugia rotated in. Mm-hmm. That morning I woke up, my friends had gone out the night before, and I went to bed at like 11, so I was up early. I was able to farm a golem from scratch.
Yeah.
8 separate times.
That's awesome.
Because I ran out of TMs. So I needed to get enough golem to get, enough that I could use. And it was a 3-hour project. Yeah. And that was it. And I used a map here or there, I tried to find a few level 30 gravelers so I can speed it up a little bit. But as far as like finding Geodudes, every parking lot was like
that's awesome.
15 Geodudes and 3 Gravelers, and Golems are wild everywhere. The Hitmon I mentioned, I saw all 3 Hitmon when I was out there multiple times. I caught my real account probably 20 Chansey.
Wow.
And a handful of Blissey as well.
That's awesome.
I only hunted a few. I mean, in general, I got 100, which was cool.
Just around.
No, it was you're just going somewhere and you see it on the nearby.
So we had a question: how much Stardust have you guys gotten in one day during this event? My answer is I have no idea, because when I get Stardust, I immediately start powering stuff up. So I just haven't really been tracking it. I have so much stuff that I want to power up. I've gotten a lot. Definitely, I mean, I did the Stardust grind. I didn't go a full 24 hours, but I got like just under 500,000.
Yeah.
And probably like 16 hours played maybe. Yeah. So I can only this event, the double Stardust is awesome.
I went hard yesterday. I played from like 7 to 7, or 8 to 8, or so. I played 12 hours, and I think I got around 400,000. That's awesome. But like Bill said, it's tough to tell because powering up. And then I spent a good chunk of community day not on my main account.
Yeah.
So I probably could have gotten even higher. My wife and I are going to New York tomorrow. It's not a Pokemon trip, but we're definitely going to play while we're up there. And what I did for this event is I'm hitting the catch cap 100% guaranteed. Mm-hmm. So we had a snowstorm on Wednesday, so I caught this 4 things an hour at my house. Yeah. And then Thursday I caught almost nothing.
Yeah.
So I have those clear days
going. Prepared to go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna I'm at around 1,800 catches Friday, Saturday, Sunday since then. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna unintentionally hit the cap tomorrow, maybe Wednesday at the latest.
That's awesome.
So New York's great. I'm really excited.
Oh yeah.
So we're looking forward to tomorrow. We're gonna catch as much as we can for Stardust, and we're gonna hit raids and stuff. And
Nice.
what's
It's so easy to raid there.
well, the map being down doesn't hurt us.
Yeah,
you can
good-
see
good.
everything.
Spoofers too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's something. So I expected Vegas to be able to walk up and have everyone
Yeah,
spoof
you
there.
said you were having trouble.
What I realized later is Starbucks are fine. If you went to any Starbucks on the strip, and
Ah.
every casino has multiple Starbucks.
That's funny.
So if you had gone to those, I could have gotten it, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So the
The
regular
more you know.
ones, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, the Vegas video is coming. I don't love the footage I got from it because I was really grinding hard.
Yeah.
It was tough to get decent footage. I love the experience of it. Playing in casinos sucks. It's cool if you're at a blackjack table and you just kind of drift all over the place.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to spin a halo and you just can't get to it no matter what you do, it's really brutal. GPS drift is crazy out there.
Do you want to talk about this next instead of this? We'll finish with that one.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so let's kill this.
I looked at this map before. Was ridiculous. Nonstop Arcanine, Chansey, Machamp. Yeah.
Yeah, so I caught a Flareon. The baby I started in the
That's
first
awesome.
hour. I caught a Flareon, and I caught 6 Houndoom in the first like 2 hours.
That's
Not
crazy.
evolved 6 Houndoom.
Yeah.
I caught
Caught
6
it,
Houndoom. It was only sunny at one point of the trip, so it was
Partly cloudy.
Yeah,
most of
partly
the time.
cloudy the rest of the time. We had rain for a couple of seconds, which is cool. We had 1 hour of rain. It looked exactly like partly cloudy. Like nothing changed. It was really odd.
What are you catching over there? Anything good?
Right now it is a hop pick,
Oh, okay.
but there is a skip. I think there's an a Nuzleaf.
That's Stardust. We're gonna catch that
Yeah.
when we talk about our next subject.
So you've done some pretty cool stuff recently, huh?
Yeah, so I've mentioned a lot about the speed rating and everything. My friend Cuddle and I, we broke the world record in unboosted Golem
awesome.
yesterday. And we did that before Frenzy Plant Bulbasaur was a thing,
Yeah.
or Venusaur.
So you think that time will go down now with that?
It should go a little, not like seconds, not
Yeah.
a lot. But that's a challenge. Unboosted Golem is not easy, and we broke that record. I've put up 3 or 4 Jinx times in the top 5, both in boosted and unboosted. I got the second highest boosted Jolteon time. I can't get a good unboosted Jolteon time. I don't know why. I feel like I sim good enough to do it, but it's not coming through.
Skip Blue. Drop the star piece.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. I have like 80 some left.
Yeah,
so
but there's like, I don't know.
I got 80 some left.
I think that's a blatant misuse of a star piece right there. Yeah, so that was definitely an awesome thing.
Yeah.
Good times. Oh, and I 4-manned Lugia.
Yeah.
So unboosted and everything like that. We came in about 4 seconds or so, so we missed the top 5 in the world, but by a second. But it was still good to do it. Like It was a lot of fun, and we tried it the night before. Movesets weren't optimized. You really have to have guys together. None of us have more than 2 Raikou, but a couple of us had Zapdos, which is nice,
Mhm.
and we all have Mewtwo from the EX passes, so that makes it a lot easier.
Well, we'll definitely have to do one this week then, because I wasn't a part of that group.
Yeah.
And I definitely have a good line.
There's 2 or 3 people in a room who didn't do it. Like we have a raid group,
Yeah.
and a few of us didn't get to do it yet, so we'll do that
Definitely.
the next day or 2.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a good challenge,
Mhm.
and it was scary because it was close, but it was fun to do it. And we did it at Community Day, so everyone was around. Like,
How
getting
many
excited.
times did you go through your lineup for it?
We got to the second lineup. So
Okay.
it was the first lineup. We run, it's the lightning types that you can run,
Yeah.
and then the Mewtwo's. And the second lineup is Bite Crunch Tar.
Okay.
So I think someone actually revived and re-entered.
I probably would still do that.
Revived and re-entered.
Probably.
Yeah. So I had the 6 max the T-Tar.
I mean, I could do either way.
Yeah.
But I think I can revive fast enough. That,
Yeah.
That it would just.
Well, I mean,
make sense for me.
the Raikou rips through it. Like,
Yeah, that's
guys,
that's
Raikou is so good.
so happy about my 100%.
I hate you. It's amazing. Like it's not really like you don't think Lugia, you think Tyranitar, and Tyranitar is the 4th best counter, and it's 4th or 5th. It's absolutely crazy.
Don't feel bad. I pop star pieces for 1 to 2 catches at a time. Well, I got 4 catches.
We got 4 catches,
So-
and 2 of them are whatchamacallit, second evolutions.
Yeah, so it was worth it to me.
Yeah.
I actually caught them all too. So
I'm still catching slugs. Someone had to carry the video while Bill played the game.
I was still talking. What are you talking about?
We got the Golem video is going to be out probably Wednesday, hopefully Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so we rushed those duo quadrilogy. I don't know how you say it. It's not a trilogy.
I don't know.
There's 4 articles about the. We have 4 articles coming out on Game Press
Mhm.
about duos and stuff. So we got the videos out to be part of that. So we're really excited to.
Yeah, if you haven't watched them yet, check them out. You know, it'll even if you're not duoing it, it'll still help you with your lineup.
Yeah.
And it'll help you. You know, there's been a few comments already that's saying it's helped people
like 3-man and stuff.
Exactly.
You know,
so get out there, do it. They're so much fun.
It's so much fun.
It
I
is.
mean, it really just to get together in a car with a couple people or even 3 people and you're not doing. Just
and
boom, boom, boom.
It's
boom.
going to help now that maps are down. You know, you're not going to be able to get the same amount of people out necessarily that you were before. So. Learn how to do it.
And the thing is, hard. Like, you learn to short man, you know, first you learn your Machamp solos and everything, and then you move on to your duos. And when it comes down, we're going to get the bosses are probably going to come quickly, right? I think we're going to have a lot of 2-week stints at old bosses. Honestly, what I think happened is Niantic realized if they did like 3 months of the Reggies, everyone would quit.
That would have been terrible.
Just so you guys know, when the Reggies come out...
All 3 are going to come at once, probably, I think.
I assume so.
Yeah.
It's much worse than Lugia as far as catching it. It's as far as beating it. Like, it's a regular trainer, 7 to 8 to 9 people.
Yeah.
You know, the best possible scenario, you could 5-man it in Cloudy. Like, it's that bad. So, that's the Region Rock. The other ones are a little easier. But still, I think that we're going to have a spurt of the old legends.
Yeah.
You know, you could 2-man Moltres, you could 3-man a lot of the other ones.
We're definitely going to have to...
Oh, I can't... You have the lineup to do it, too. You're in good shape.
I'm excited.
So I think that it's important.
Yeah.
So watch those videos, learn to do those duos, take those Pokemon and make them your trio Pokemon, and
absolutely,
you know, keep it going.
Set your lineups, get out there and go.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Quests.
That was I don't want to say it was totally unexpected because it had been mined before, but it was a 9 o'clock in the morning East Coast announcement.
Yeah.
It's not something we usually get.
And we're most likely going to get Mew.
It's
which
cool.
I'm super excited about.
I think I'm more excited for the quest itself than Mew, but
I'm not. No, the quest is just something else to do too.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I will say they love their 7-day streaks.
Yeah, they do.
They do these 7 things in a row, but I mean it's a nice way to get you to play a little bit every day. But yeah, I would trade 10 Mews for a shiny Togepi.
I saw shiny Togepi. I knew who it was. So Dan runs our Discord, and he wants shiny Togepi more than anything in the world. So every time I see someone who's caught one, I tell them to tag him and say that like I have it and you don't.
That's awesome.
So hopefully he gets one soon. He's trying.
Everybody's expecting to get all these shinies in the event.
Yeah.
We
didn't even talk about the event. There's been so much going on that we missed.
We did miss
freaking egg event and a double starter, so we didn't mention.
But I mean, there's just so many Pokemon in the pool.
Yeah.
It's so hard. I hatched a bunch of eggs so far.
Yeah.
I've got nothing shiny. I kind of slowed down a little bit just because I just know how big the pool. I'm still gonna keep hatching and stuff, but I just don't expect it with how many.
I saw that question.
How do you feel about Niantic asking us to pay for cosmetic items that we unlock the right to buy? We buy outfits. They give us free stuff here and there. I mean, just because you unlocked something doesn't necessarily mean they're going to give it to you. It'd be nice if they gave
you something.
If they gave you like maybe the last one of it for like getting to the gold tier of it. But like,
or if you got gold, you get the first one free.
I'm just not surprised.
I also don't care. I'm never going to buy one.
I got khaki pants.
Did you?
Yeah. I have a watch in the game. I have khaki pants. I'm stylish.
How much would you pay for a beard?
Oh, I'd pay 1,000 coins for a beard.
He's not kidding.
No, I'm really not kidding.
Yeah.
I'd pay 1,000 coins for a beard in the game.
I don't know what my I lost my train of thought.
It obviously sells, so I wouldn't expect that to change. Yeah, no, it's definitely not. They're still.
Well, a lot of you guys bought Team Rocket stuff.
Yeah, I know so many people that bought Team Rocket stuff. I considered it, but I wanted the Jesse and James look. If they had that, I would have bought it. But I'm not surprised that they charged before because they know people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
And they give us free stuff here and there. They
Magikarp hat.
Magikarp hat, the Mimikyu. They gave out other stuff for
what is that
free
one
too.
shirt?
There was like a backpack.
Global shirt.
The global, there's been free stuff. So you're quite guilty. Yeah, I mean, people are definitely guilty of buying it. So also I don't know what they're talking about. But,
I'm kind of in it, kind of not.
Yeah, whatever.
I still have a Nuzleaf on my screen, so I should be catching that instead of reading the chat. So getting at the quest, I saw a lot of people like, oh my god, how am I gonna catch a dragon type without maps? And I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Niantic never makes anything that hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. So from what I was looking at with the pictures and stuff as well too, I think you're gonna have 3 different quests to try, and you just have to do one of those.
Oh, okay.
That's what
I get that impression, but it's possible.
I mean, I think that might be it. I'm not 100%. I think you'll be able to do all 3 and get the rewards for all 3.
Yeah.
But I think as long as you do the one, you'll get the one for counted for the day to be able to get your 7. That's just my guess.
I like that one where the reward was clearly a berry, but didn't say what it was.
Yes.
It's like, what else could it be?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
I just like the rare candy one.
Yeah, the rare candy
and then I
one's
like
cool.
the one with the Pokemon in the wild.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be Mew.
I think it's gonna be more than that because they talk about mythical Pokemon and then they talk about legendary Pokemon.
That is
so
true.
I think they're gonna give us a chance to catch some legendaries. And my theory is that's how you get the Regises because they know no one's gonna raid them.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about that.
I mean,
I'd be okay with that.
If Regis came out, I would raid it once. Each one once,
or just catch
once till I catch it, you know, and that would be the end of it. So
somebody agreed with me already.
I like it.
Guaranteed charge TMs. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
I've been surprised that they haven't sold TMs. Like I really kind of am.
Yeah, I mean they essentially do.
I mean, a lot of people don't get them in raids
because he's aggron.
Yeah, but even still, like I don't get them like as often as I used to. I mean, I have a lot, but
yeah.
I'm just because you were always able to buy them like in the actual game and stuff like that at stores. So like,
I think that their money maker is raids and they don't want to touch it.
You're right. I'm sure. Research rewards. I believe it will be a way to catch retired legendaries as well as shiny old variants. Yeah.
Hey, if I can figure out a way to catch Raikou, I'll do that. Whatever they tell me to do. I don't care what the quest is.
But will it be just a random one that you get, or will you know which legendary you're going to and things like that?
I'm sure it's gonna be random more often than not, but it's still a chance at Raikou is a chance at Raikou. Yeah. My favorite one was delete 5 Pokemon. Those who don't know, I'm a very big deleter.
Did one say that?
Yeah, one of them's delete 5 Pokemon.
I missed that. That's so funny.
Oh, incidentally, I gotta address the controversial Twitter post I made yesterday.
What, deleting the...
So, I deleted 100% Tailo. I didn't appraise it to check it. I knew it was 100 because one of my friends had caught it in the car, and basically we all had got it.
Yeah.
And a couple people from our Discord got the same one, like just randomly dropping by. So,
I still need another one because I evolved mine.
I mean, I would have given it to you, but I'm not going to hold it for 37 months till trading comes out. But essentially...
Boo this man. Boo this man. I collect hundreds.
No, there's a rational reason for this. So if I kept that 100, right, now I have to complete 100 decks. And if I have to complete 100 decks, I got to praise every single thing.
Oh, you mean like I do?
Yeah, exactly. So you play the game, but then you go home and you praise, right?
Yes. So look at that. Look at that bad boy right
there. Put
it
out there.
See if we can get that to focus. Probably not. It doesn't. The light. If you can't see, that's 100% Pidgey, CP 165. Now I check everything.
And you know I deleted like dozens of pages without
knowing.
Like, I don't know. It just it doesn't. Half of it is it doesn't excite me. The other half is it would make me so OCD. I catch 3,000 Pokemon a week. It's not a joke. I mean, I really catch a lot. So to have to go through and appraise all that, like, it's not something I want to do. I'd rather be out catching.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm sitting at home. I know I'm not going to be out doing it anyway. So like, I'll put something on TV and I'll be watching it and going through Pokemon. I actually don't use like an IV check or anything like that.
It's perfect or not.
If it's not perfect, it's trash to me.
Yeah.
Unless if it's a usable Pokemon, obviously like I'll keep anything like 90 and above. Right. But if it's like just like Pokemon I'm going through, if it's not 100, it's trash. But I check everything. I know some people only check like level 20 and higher stuff because they're never gonna evolve. I check everything. Yeah. I check the 10 CP Pokemon.
I don't. I don't at all.
Yeah, I that's another, like if I had Calci IV on Android, like I would definitely use it, but I have an iPhone, so I would have to like screenshot and do it, so I just don't care
it's
that much.
I mean, I feel like most of the good Pokemon, I know when they're good. Like I can pretty much guess what the IV is without even like doing an appraisal or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, so that's the story of the controversial video.
Yeah. But I'm curious to see what all these quests are going to be. I wish it was Friday already.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
So as soon as that download's available, I'm going for it.
I think we're going to know some stuff quickly. I think it'll come out probably Wednesday or Thursday, and there'll be a mine on it. Mm-hmm. I'm undecided. I may actually like put my head in the sand and find out, Friday morning.
Yeah.
I'm debating doing that. I'm also debating finding out everything I possibly can
right now.
It's a tough choice, but I think it's a good idea for them to do that, to give us something else to do within the game and keep us involved.
My one friend has a maxed perfect Weedle. He wants a maxed perfect Dex. That's my goal too. I mean, I have a perfect Weedle and I have a perfect Beedrill. They're not maxed yet.
Yeah.
I just have too much other stuff I need to max first. Eventually, will I max everything? It's the goal, but it's going to be a very long time until that happens because I do care more about the rating.
If I started over today, I would do one of every Pokemon, and that's it. Like if I get this another one, delete it, and
just keep the better one.
Keep the best one.
Interesting.
So eventually, try to get a living dex of 100 max. Yeah. No, that would be it. Because I mean, the most fun I've had playing this game in a long time was with 36 unique challenge. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And I really liked using different things. I like prestiging. So I think that getting really good times is fun, and I'm going to keep doing that because it's a challenge at hand. But I love the variety and like, oh, this has like a weird breakpoint here, and I can use this against this, and I think that's a lot more fun than just coming up with 6 Raikou. Although 6 Raikou is fun too. Don't get me wrong. But
I love my Raikou.
So if I ever lose my account somehow, I have to start over from scratch from the account I care about, I'll kill you.
I have 100% level 30 Wurmple. Nice. Except keep it away. He doesn't know what to do with it except keep it away from Kev.
I would never delete someone else's 100. Like, I get people collect 100s.
So for example, what I do in that situation, I keep it 100% Wurmple until I get another 100%. And then the higher of the 2 levels, I'll do the 1-step evolution.
Yeah.
And then depending on what I would get from there, when I got another 100, I would evolve that.
The Wurmple's not bad, because if you get the second Cascoon or whatever, you just bring it all the way up.
I wouldn't.
Well, no, because you get Wurmple and you evolve to Cascoon.
But I wouldn't do that though, because I want 100 of each level. So
I would 3 Wurmples in my scenario.
Basically, maybe even 6. Like it depends, because I always just evolve the highest level once I get another 100. Okay. Unless it's a usable Pokemon, then I just like my level 6 100% Larvitar that is now a maxed T-Tar.
Yes.
I had to do that, so. That's the only one I didn't really wait for, but that's how I do my 100s and things like that.
Something about Larvitar. Well, he said it. So I caught 100% Larvitar, and I brought it up all the way recently. I think it's level 36 or 37. Yes. I'm not gonna do that anymore with Larvitar, and it's not because I have a lot of T-Tar. It's because I really think that Larvitar is going to be a Community Day Pokemon at some point, and I think they're going to give it a rock move, possibly Smackdown. I think that's the most likely one. Someone was watching. Tell me if I'm wrong if it doesn't get Smackdown in the games, but I think it does. But I think that at some point they're going to make T-Tar a nuts rock attacker. Yeah. And because of that, I would highly advise, if you don't have a lot of T-Tars, then obviously you got to bring it up and do your thing. But most of us can get our T-Tars from raids. So if you can hatch some good Larvitar, set them aside, I actually have 4 level 35s that I've caught. And they're all like decent attack, And I'm just going to save them.
Save it.
I was going to make them gym guys. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to save them now.
Smart.
On the off chance.
So somebody said, thoughts on powering up Hello? I didn't do it.
I maxed the Ho. It sucked. It was a waste.
Yeah, don't do it.
It was good for Groudon, actually. It was very useful in that matchup, but now Kyogre exists, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. What's the lowest level Pokemon you ever powered up to max, or at least 30 plus? Level 6 is the lowest that I've maxed.
I took a level 7 Machamp up the other day.
Yeah. The other lowest one besides that, I had level 11 stuff. I've maxed that. I actually I maxed a level 11 Dragonite. Luckily, I caught it as a Dragonite.
Okay.
But I did max that. And then I have a level 11 Bagon. It's not maxed yet, but it's a Salamence, and it's level 30. Okay. So there's just certain Pokemon that I'll do it for. So,
it's a feel thing. It's not really like a set rule.
No. It's the more rare stuff.
We talked about it earlier. It's really there's not a dust bottleneck anymore. It's rare candy bottleneck. Yeah, definitely. So for something that I catch, like the Machamp the other day, I had 6 Machamp that are maxed, but the one is 13 attack, and I'm like, well, I have a perfect, I can bring it up. Why not? Yeah. And it's
why not? Like the shiny, why not?
I didn't get shiny one.
Neither. Of course.
Yeah. Oh, I hatched 10 eggs or 8 eggs at the same time.
I watched that.
Yeah, it was a good one. I got two Larvitar.
I think you had one Skarmory?
One Skarmory. Yeah, everything else was good. Yeah. And the Larvitars were 64 and 60 candy.
Oh wow. Yeah, the candy part is amazing.
Well, the Skarmory was only 42.
Yeah.
So I did bad. I did bad on the bad one. It was great. But 98 Larvitar net thing, which I'll keep based on what I just told you guys. And I got a female Chimeco, which I didn't have yet.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
gender dex wise, I have the candy for Bagon, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet for a female Bagon. And then like I have the female, but it's only 89.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to wait for a better one. And then if I can get that damn Aswirl, whatever the hell it's called, as a girl, I'll be done.
Yeah, it is really cute.
I have one, just not a girl.
Yeah.
I hope it's not one where the girl odds are low or something. But...
I'm not even sure. I mean, although I think both of the those babies, I've only gotten one gender of each.
Oh, okay.
And I've hatched like 4 or 5.
The why not? I hatched 2 in a row, and that was it. And
Yeah,
it was like
pretty sweet.
Then I haven't got one since. So.
I don't care about gender decks as much as you do.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of other people do. It's just I care about the living decks.
Yeah.
But that's all I really care about.
I mean, even for gender decks, like when it comes to the stuff that you have to hatch, I don't care about it. But yes, so I hatched my 8 eggs. I bought the big box.
Yeah.
So I bought incubators. I hatched my 8, and then I'm saving this.
You bought more incubators?
Yeah, I bought incubators. It was crazy. But so I did those 8 at once, and I'm keeping those incubators.
Yeah.
So after this event, I'll gather 10Ks and do that 2 more times.
Yeah.
That was nuts. It was like 9,000 dust a piece. Like that was crazy.
Yep.
It was really good. You know, I was if given that you don't mind spending the money on the game, I was with someone yesterday who was incubating like super incubators nonstop, 9 at a time.
Yep.
And he was easily 100,000 dust over me.
Yeah.
And we were playing together and doing things.
I mean, just keep in mind it's a lot of money doing that though.
Yeah, it's definitely it's not
a lot of money.
I mean, if I spend money in the game, it's usually for raid passes. It's gonna probably happen tomorrow, unfortunately. Yeah. But I don't like to spend on incubators per se. But if you want to buy your way to Stardust, those it almost changed my mind yesterday. That was pretty great.
Thoughts on holding on to 62 Rayquaza? If you want, or at least save transferring them until they have a double candy event, maybe sometime.
I catch 400 to 500 Pokemon a day, and I only have back of 1,000.
Yeah.
So I have to be pretty picky with what I keep and what I don't keep.
I keep 9 of each legendaries. We talked about it before. I eventually only plan on keeping 6 of each for myself. I have a little cousin that plays, and she doesn't get to go out and raid and stuff. Yeah. So I have 3 extras. In case trading ever comes out, I want her to be able to have some cool Pokemon and everything.
I keep 6. You can have a battle team of 6. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, that's my plan eventually, but I keep the 9 for now. Basically, as soon as I get a better IV one, I delete the lowest IV once I hit 9. Immediately. Yeah. I don't wait for a double candy event or anything like that.
If you want to be the dude with 62 Rayquaza, then you should keep them.
Yeah.
Like I don't fault you for keeping them.
I mean, maybe have some with all the air moves for using against Machamps, and some with the dragon moves if you want to do that.
That's a crazy thing. If you have level 25 Rayquaza and they have air/air release, you can solo Machamp just with that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Honestly, I'm just a hoarder. My bag space is just. Do not let Kev ever see your phone. Kev cleaning service. Yeah, it'd be done like that.
Yeah, I'd do it for you. I don't know. I don't see the name here, so I don't know where you're from or whatever. Yeah. But if we're ever in the same place and you want me to do it,
just remember.
Give me your phone and close your eyes.
The legendaries do because you have to go in. They take.
We won't do a 5-minute challenge.
Yeah,
we'll do a
half-hour challenge.
I can't do it. Like I looked at someone's account yesterday, and they had like 1,400 Pokemon, and they had living decks, and then stuff they powered up, and then they hadn't deleted what they caught recently, and it was unbearably bad to look at. It was a beautiful collection.
But you're in Ohio. Well, maybe we'll make a trip to Ohio sometime.
Yeah, I could go to Ohio at some point.
That's not that far.
My boss is in Ohio. Maybe I'll end up out there at some point. Maybe that is my boss.
Yeah. What are you doing?
It's not work hours.
But I know a lot of people love the level 1 Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't get
My son used to.
I know he did. I don't get it.
I don't even keep shinies. Like I do. I keep some. Like I'll keep the Bulbasaur family, Dratini family.
I have to keep those. Bulbasaurs. They're beautiful. Ivysaur's
awesome.
Awesome.
Actually, the Venusaur better. I'm the only one who does. Yeah. Everyone else likes Ivysaur, and I respect that because generally Ivysaur.
Ivysaur's a cuter Pokemon.
Yeah.
Then Venusaur's kind of ugly.
It's wonderful.
It's kind of scary. I mean,
you take that back.
No, it's my favorite Pokemon still.
That's a Bulbasaur. It's not really relevant.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now it's not Ivysaur.
We actually kept the flowers in because of Dratini Day. That was the idea.
Because of Dratini Day or Bulbasaur Day?
Oh, God damn.
What is he doing? Machamp.
I am not good at
Machop.
What shock.
Does anybody have any questions though? I think we pretty much hit everything on our list here.
We'd love to talk more about Quest. We don't know what's coming any more than you guys do.
Yeah. We're excited for it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
about
cool.
it. In all honesty, I'm just trying to stay optimistic that trading will happen. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to come or not. There's a lot of people that go out and they hunt, and I just think Niantic might be worried about people charging or how is trading going to come about and stuff like that. Do you have to go somewhere special?
If trading exists, there's going to be a secondary financial market.
Definitely.
And I think Niantic explicitly doesn't want that.
Yeah. So that's
I would love it. I would be selling everything. It'd be the best.
What would you want to see in a PvP system? You definitely have to see more charge moves.
Yeah.
You can't just have you would have to have 2 or 3, maybe even a different fast attack.
Possibly a turn-based thing too.
Yeah, because it would have to be more like the actual original Pokemon games. Just because just tapping on the screen and then swiping the dodge, that's not how PvP is going to work in Pokemon.
Yeah, I would love to crush people. So that aspect of it I'd really like, and leaderboards and everything. But I don't know how they could do it.
It can't be the same battle system.
No, it has to be a total revamp. It's a whole different thing.
I think we will. I think you're still going to see raids. I think you're still going to see gyms the way they are. But I think PvP is going to be a whole different monster.
So I'll answer the question differently than how you're asking it. So what I want to see is some differentiation where Niantic does a lot of stuff where they, let everyone pump levels quicker with all these events, or they give you level 25 Pokemon and raids and stuff. I want something where the grinders can really benefit from grinding.
Yeah.
There's a tangible benefit to having the best Pokemon.
And maxed out.
Yeah, exactly. If you put the work in. So I want to see that. The other thing I want to see is a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I want to be able to my wife's sitting 10 feet away. I want to be able to battle her at night because it's hilarious and fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be cool.
Now, do you think you get rewarded for winning PvP?
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to get rewarded. I love being rewarded, but at the same time, you can exploit that so easily.
Having 2 accounts and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting. Somebody said, "What do you want to see for April's Community Day?" It's it's gonna either be Squirtle or Charmander.
So I think they may put something else in between.
You think so?
They went Pika and then Dratini and then Bulbasaur. So if they were going starters, I thought it would have been starter. I think they're gonna give us something different.
But Pikachu wasn't necessarily always a starter. It wasn't until Yellow came out. So that, I don't necessarily know.
So I would say 25% Charmander, 25% Squirtle, 50% something else. So if it's something else, what do you think something else would be? Larvitar stands out to me. I think that's going to happen at some point. Maybe not immediately, but I think it's going to happen at some point.
That's a good possibility. I don't know. Because I honestly think Squirtle or Charmander.
When they've had the safaris, it's always stuff like Machop and Blissey or Chansey. I wonder if something like that would happen.
Eevee would be really cool for Community Day. I mean, Eevee's very, very common for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's not common for everyone.
The cool aspect of the Eevee, though, would be all the shinies and all the different evolutions.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can you imagine how many I'd have to get? I don't even want to think about Eevee. An unknown event.
It's gonna happen at some point.
They have different unknown events at different places and things like that.
They're saving it now for their marquee events.
You can't get one in Philly though.
You only need 4. It's about Philly with the 1 L. Would be great.
Philadelphia.
That'd be much better. Actually, you sold me on Eevees. The whole the different forms of shiny.
But then you'd have to catch extra ones for the
fails
that aren't for the ones that aren't out and everything too. And then my god, all the fails. Oh my god.
Yeah, like 7 Jolteon.
You just gave me a headache.
I like that. Just to see they'll have a headache.
Oh
would be fun.
Man. It's if it's not Charmander, Charmander since yesterday after. It's gonna. I still feel like either Charmander or Squirtle.
I would think Charmander would be next because of the order. Because the Bulbasaur's 1, Charmander 2, and Squirtle 3.
Now the only thing, I still want to see. I know
where you're going.
Squirtle with a shiny would be cool.
Yeah. No.
I want Squirtle Squad.
Yeah.
I still want it. With the sunglasses, man.
I agree.
They're missing out. They
you talk about paying for accessories. I would pay so much for Squirtle with sunglasses.
Pika with a hat. Pika with a hat. Pika with a hat. Give me goddamn Bulbasaur with sunglasses. It's not that hard. Say sunglasses.
As far as maxing a Pokemon with IV, It really depends, and it's like a wide range. So if I got a Machamp at this point for myself, if it's 100, I probably not even putting the dust into it. You know, if it's one of you guys who maybe doesn't have 37 Machamp over level 30 like I do, it's not a joke.
Yeah.
Then I think you know 91 15 attacks great, 93 15 attacks great. With legendaries, you got to max your best Kyogre. You know, if you have your second best one is 14, 12, 14,
let me,
you gotta max
let
it.
me go look and see, because I'm actually working on maxing some stuff right now. So the first Kyogre I maxed was a 15, 15, 14.
Which
so
is
that's
an obvious
that's
max.
an obvious one. But my next one is 15, 12, 15.
Yeah.
It's getting maxed. My best Groudon, 15, 10, 15.
Yeah.
And I maxed it. So I was kind of, I think the next one I'm going to do is the 15, 15, 11.
I might even do the 14, 10, 14.
But yeah, the 14, 10, 14, I don't,
Especially it's
mainly
boosted.
because it's boosted.
Yeah.
But
so that kind of stuff plays into, is it boosted or if it's in the wild, you know?
yeah, it just depends how much rare candy I get and everything. But I definitely, I maxed 2 Rayquazas already. But yeah, this is what we need right here. Squirtle Squad Squirtle. Let's do it.
It's the first time I've been able to watch a live stream live. And
we get
stuff like
accessories
that.
brought to us.
That's really great.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty happy about what just happened there. Good question though. Yeah, the answer is it always depends.
Yeah.
There's not really a set like X level or else.
Yeah.
Nor do I always max at 100. You know.
Yeah, it really depends what you have. Yeah.
What's
if you're ever unsure, you can always hit us up. There's multiple ways to contact us. We're happy to answer questions. We might not get back to you immediately, but we try and get back to you pretty quick.
Yeah, I think Twitter may be the best way to get me.
Yeah, just me too, just because it's immediate.
I get comes to my phone and I see it and such. But comments are good.
At Trust the Kev.
Yeah, at Trust the Kev.
At Chaos Bill 46.
At Chaos Bill 46.
So
at Trust the Cones. You know,
at Trust the Cones. Yeah, hit us up. We're happy to answer anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we answer questions for people all around the world. We get
It's
emails.
It's
really cool.
So also trustthecones@gmail.com is something that we check.
Yeah.
We were pretty bad about checking it early on, but now we're checking it and we can chat it.
Yeah, I actually get it on my phone. So if you email me, I'll actually get a notification. If it's something that I don't know the answer to, I talk to Kev every day, so I can just hit him up and we'll get you an answer.
I don't think we're going to tell you if you ask us, like, which one do I power up? We're not going to tell you power this one up. We're going to talk about, like, why we would do one or the other and let you come to decision on your own or give you the tools to come to decision on your own.
It all depends what you want to do with the Pokemon as well, too. So
I think our long-term goal is to educate you guys so you watch us because we're funny, not because you learn something because you already know everything. But in the meantime, hopefully we teach you something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Baltimore, if you guys are watching, we're really close on a date.
Yes.
I'm going to be setting it up pretty soon. So that's our first, like, cones trip somewhere. That's going to be really fun. We're looking
at sometime in April. Yeah. So hopefully we can get that squared away soon.
Yeah. And, so we're really excited. I mean, that's going to be absolutely great.
We definitely want to come and play with as many people as possible. I love seeing all the different communities and meeting new people.
And Halos. We get Halos.
Yes, Halos.
We get to spin more new stuff.
Yeah. I mean, going down to Orlando and having somebody recognize me down there, that was still one of the coolest moments.
I raided with 5 or 6 different groups every time I was in Vegas.
Yeah.
I never saw the same person twice. And it was cool. It was nice to talk to them and see what they're like. And I didn't record any of it. I kind of just went and played. And
well, when we go to Baltimore.
Oh yeah, we're filming Baltimore.
We'll be there with the camera.
We're gonna impose ourselves upon Boston at some point too. I love playing there. Bill hasn't played there.
I haven't played there. I've been there 3 separate times for
That's a
PAX.
great city.
I love PAX. If you don't know what PAX is, Penny Arcade Expo.
Oh, what is
It's
that?
just a big nerd convention. It's tabletop games, card games, video games. It's like an E3 type event, but for the consumer and the player. And they come out with new stuff there. You can test demos of games and stuff.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
When is that?
It's usually like March, April, so it's actually coming soon.
Okay.
I haven't been in a few years, but it's a lot of fun. We definitely should probably make it a point to go there.
That'd be a lot of fun.
It's really cool too. Boston is like has the largest convention center on the East Coast, so that's why they do it there. And the one hallway they actually have, it's just all beanbag chairs, and that's the handheld lounge.
Yeah.
So basically, you see people go in there and they play Pokemon and stuff like that. And it's really cool. They actually have something like what we have in our Discord now. They have like a league, and you can battle gym leaders, get pins for badges to battle the Elite Four, and you can actually win.
That's really cool.
It's a lot of fun. So
that is really cool.
That's Boston is a beautiful city, so definitely need to play there.
Yeah. DC, I've never played in.
I've never played there.
Well, I mean, I've done a little bit of playing, but I haven't like community.
I know. I want to play. I've never been to Chicago except in the airport, so I've heard great things about that city. So I want to go there. So. We definitely want to get out there and play with you guys.
So
we'll
travel.
Hopefully we'll see you guys sometime soon. It doesn't look like there's any more questions though. This has been one of our longest.
I think it's our longest
stream.
live stream.
Yeah, minus the incense game. That
I forgot about that.
That was like a 2-hour live stream.
People watched it too.
Yeah,
They liked it.
Yeah.
So you guys are crazy.
But thanks for watching. As always, again, if you have any questions for us, hit us up. We're happy to talk to you.
Have fun, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.
Yay.